Hey, it's the Midnight Raven, and today it is Vloguary day 8, and it is also the day in Raven's life when nothing exciting ever happens. Literally nothing. Today has been another quiet day in the world of the Raven. I have once again done, I would say, fairly little. I did make my Noisy Libraries 31-day challenge video for negativity. That should already be up. So if you're into noisy libraries and girls whining on YouTube, I'm your girl. What else today? We did have a air ambulance go over earlier. That was kind of fun. We had some ice on the ground this morning. The temperatures are Baltic here. They hit -2 the other night, and they keep predicting snow. Currently, no snow, but we did have a bit of frost this morning, so hopefully some snow. That would make it so I could stay indoors even more often, because the Raven doesn't like the cold, and unless the snow is on a card, I'm not really into it. What else? I'm going bin diving this evening. Yes, Raven is going to get her hands dirty, and I'm going to go bin diving. We go bin diving at a secret location, cannot divulge, and we get stuff to sell at the car boots and yard sales and on Vinted, which you can check out all of that kind of stuff on my Thrifting with Ravens second channel. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out. Also, I have been losing the battle with my hair. This bloody curl will not come out of my hair, and I didn't curl my hair or anything. Somehow, having a bath last night, it has naturally become unmanageable, and this curl is going to be the death of me. It keeps going in front of my glasses. Yeah, what else? So I'm going bin diving. That should be fun. We go bin diving at a secret location in the early hours of the morning, and we get some stuff to sell at car boot and stuff. Totally legal in the UK. Don't worry, I'm not breaking any laws. And what better example of the human race than a raven diving in a bin to find those little trinkets to sell. If you hadn't seen yesterday's video, we talked about selling on Vinted, which is a hobby of mine. It also makes a little bit of income. Nothing like massively big, but it does help the Raven to fund going to hospital. It funds while I'm off work for mental health. And it funds the Raven to eat, because girls gotta eat, apparently. I am turning into a stick, apparently. I've had comments on some of my social media recently that I am turning into a stick, and I seem to be wasting away. Like, my arms are apparently shrinking. That's it. And apparently in some of my clothes videos that I do, my £1 charity shop clothes, I look thin and a bit too thin. Question is, can you be too thin? I mean, I think personally, for my height, I am 5'5", I am probably about the right weight. This t-shirt is a bit baggy, I must admit. I do like the baggier clothes. I have made a video before on how I do not like to be the center of attention. Even though I am really thin, I don't necessarily want to show it off constantly, because all you get is that exact comment of, you look too thin, which is what I try to avoid. So I wear baggier clothes, usually a size up compared to what I am, as you can see. And then people don't necessarily go, oh, she looks thin. But when I do the charity shop videos and that, I'm obviously wearing my size most of the time. And I have to admit, I do look thin in those videos, but I was kind of hoping the camera would add 10 pounds. It doesn't. But I'm happy. I'm healthy-ish. Not gonna lie, I do have some medical issues, which, I think everybody has medical stuff nowadays of some kind. Probably most of it caused by lockdown, if I'm really honest. But for anyone worrying that I am emaciated, malnourished, thinning, that my eating disorder has come back, maybe a little bit of all. I do have an eating disorder. I do have body dysmorphia. I do have deficiencies when it comes to vitamins and stuff. And yes, I am probably slightly underweight, but I feel fine most of the time. Okay, I'm lying. I am tired, drained, But it's the norm for me, okay? Feeling like this, being tired, being drained, being thin, it's kind of the norm. It's always been my thing. I always get comments on being too thin, and then people are like, well, you've got an eating disorder, and I have to get into all of that. And honestly, it's a vicious cycle, which is why I wear the baggier clothes, hoping that people won't comment on it. But I guess I can't get away with it on camera, because people, when they look at the £1 charity shop videos, you can see my size, you can see I'm pretty thin. And yes, it has gotten some comments before on, you're too thin, you need to eat a cheeseburger. I'd actually kill for a cheeseburger right now. Aside, what am I talking about? Even if I ate that cheeseburger, I would guilt trip myself that I ate it. So probably not the best idea. But no, people worried out there about me. I am fine. I do have medical issues. I do have mental health issues, but they are all being looked after by a doctor, counselors, you name it. I am fully well looked after. But it is nice to know that my subscribers do care on how I put myself out here, because obviously, you know, you put yourself out here to be scrutinized, I guess, in a way, and looked at. And sometimes if people want to raise their concerns of how you're looking, how you are, they're more than welcome to. And if someone could tell me how to sort my hair out from being too curly when it is natural, I guess I need to get my straighteners out again. I think the thing is that when my hair gets too long, it starts to get waves in it. And then I need to get my straighteners out and just straighten it. But it was washed last night, so it's being a little bit feral. And it's been a little bit curly, which I do not like curly hair, because it keeps going in my eye line and it gets on my nerves. But today is Vloguary Day 8. Let me know down below. Do you have problems with eating? Do you have problems with hiding your weight? If you're like me, I'm not necessarily trying to hide I'm thin. I just don't need it to be the topic of every conversation that I have with people. Because I like kind of how thin I am, and I know some of it is bad for me, and I know an eating disorder is bad, and I know being malnutritionalized is bad. It's just something I've dealt with all my life. And it is good for people to ask. It is good for people to be concerned. I'm not telling people not to be concerned about me, because it's nice that people care. It's just that it's part of my life, and you have to know that the Raven is taking care of things. It is being looked into, and I am well looked after. I do have a support network, but if you want to like and subscribe and give us a big thumbs up, that would be amazing. If you want to help the Raven, you can like, subscribe, and share this out. You can also donate to the channel. 'Tis the season to be sharing. You can donate by PayPal, Super Chat, or Super Thanks, and buy this supposed thinning Raven a cheeseburger. And I will see you tomorrow for Vloguary Day 9, which I have no idea what we are talking about, but it will not be my body dysmorphia, my weight, or the fact that my hair supposedly hates me. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.